my beautiful friends. Irene for Secret to Women's Success here. And today, episode number 17, we are going to talk about something scary. It's all about fear and how we can break the chains of fear if we really, really want to. And, it's fear is something that we all have. But is it really our fear, or is it somebody else's fear that we have inherited? I would suggest that most of our fears and anxieties are inherited, because I can tell you this: there are only 3 fears that humans are born with, and it is fear of falling, fear of loud noises, and fear of losing the caregiver, being abandoned. Those are the 3 fears. So where is all the other crap coming from? Well, it's your parents, it's your friends, it's things that has happened to you in life. And unfortunately, all these stupid things, I call them stupid because they are stupid in a way, because there are no tigers out there that are going to come and eat you, or there are no real imminent danger unless you are in the traffic here in Queensland. Then you get really scared. No, joking, but yeah, there are things that you can get scared of, like bungee jumping and going to the dentist, whatever. But is it really your fear? Bungee jumping is falling, so I give you that. You should be afraid of that. Or jumping out of an airplane. You should be afraid of that. But there are many people that are not, because they are adrenaline junkies. But the most 3 common fears are real environmental fears and past experiences and imagined events. And that could be something that hasn't happened yet. So it's a waste of time, right? But while we are looking at all these fears and why it is so important to overcome your fears and analyze them, is because when it comes to you asking for help, asking for money, asking for clients to pay you, or anything that has to do with being judged, it will hold you back and you will never get what you deserve. Even though you think that, I can do this, but then when you really stand there, you are not that brave anymore. Trust me on that, I know, because I once used to collect something called fist points to ski in the World Cup. And I was a pretty darn good skier. But was I scared when I was doing my first slalom, giant slalom, through the gates together with people that has won gold medals and stuff? I felt absolutely shit scared. Was it the skiing that was scary for me? No, it was not, because I wasn't afraid of skiing. I wasn't afraid of going fast. I wasn't afraid of steep slopes. I wasn't afraid of anything that had to do with skiing. What I was afraid of was me being not as good as the rest and fail, and fear of failure and fear of success, and whatever that brings with it was so huge for me back then that I needed almost a little push to get through the gate, because I was paralyzed. I was so frozen in fear in my head. It was nothing about the skiing. It was all in my head. And that is the same with everything. What fear really is. Is it perceived danger or is it real danger? That's something that most of us really don't know. Real danger happens very quickly, and most of the time we don't have time to think about it because it happens, like a car accident or something like that. You don't have time to think, maybe just a fraction of a second. But are you sitting there thinking that you're going to crash the car when you're driving? No, you don't. Well, most of us don't anyhow, but same with fear of flying. It's what is it? Who has given you that fear? Have you ever had an experience like that? Most of us haven't. So it's a perceived fear. But it doesn't make it less dangerous for us in our head, because we really, really think that we will die if we do what is scary to us. So we don't do it. And that is the same with business or life. We don't do it because we're afraid of being judged or ridiculed or not being liked. A lot of us are looking for approval everywhere. And we become people pleasers because it's so important for us to be liked. And unfortunately, it is not something that you have created. It's something that has happened to you. But if you can think about, why are you afraid? What happened to you? Where did you start fearing this? If you can go back and really think about, when did I start feeling this feeling? What was it that happened to me when I started getting afraid of this? So is it your fear or is it somebody else's fear? Most of the time it's somebody else's fear. So don't be afraid to acknowledge what it is that you are afraid of. Every person is afraid of something, and some people are more afraid than others. But when it comes to surviving in today's society and to live a happy life, we have to get over fear. Fear of the perceived fear, the fear that we have in our head, that we are afraid of, that keeps us up at night thinking about it. It doesn't help. It doesn't do anything because it hasn't happened yet. And my mother, she used to say that worrying is really a time. What does she say? She said worrying is a waste of time. And she is right. I used to be a real worrywart. I worried about everything. But I'm learning to get better, and so can you. And learning to not worry about things actually opens up so many portals for you to receive things. And one of the best ways to overcome fear is actually to visualize what it is that you want to do as if it has happened already. Think about it, not when it's going to happen. No, it is happening. If you can visualize it, close your eyes and visualize what it is. Like if I had known this when I was collecting the FIS points in Austria for the World Cup, I would have visualized me standing at the gate. I would have tried to sense the cold on my face, the noises around me. I would visualize the feeling within me of joy and bravery. And I would visualize every turn on that slope, on how I would swish down, and that I would be a winner. I would be the stronger winner, and I would be coming down to the end of the slope, and how I will stop and the snow will spray on the audience, and how I get my skis off and put them up on my shoulders and raise my poles in victory because I had done it and I had won. That's what you have to do. Visualize it as it has already happened. You are in it. If you do that over and over again, when you're going to an event or when you're going to do something, or if you're going for a job interview, visualize it. Visualize what's going to happen as it has already happened. You are in the moment and it's perfect. Everything is good. Everything is perfect. Nothing can stop you because you are unstoppable and you feel so good about what it is that you are going to do. So try to practice that. That works with going to the dentists. I know, scary thought, hey? But it works. It really works. If you're intimidating going to a big party or whatever, visualize your entrance going into the party and how people will perceive you, and think about them being positive towards you. No one is going to judge you, and everybody's going to love you, even if they're not. You are sending out that energy, and therefore it's so good to use this little tip to visualize what it is that you want. Same with money. You can visualize you opening your bank account, and before you do it, you say the money is here, the money is here, and money will come. And be thankful and have gratitude for whatever it is that's coming your way. And I hope this has helped you to manifest things in your life. If you really want something, visualize it as if it has already happened. Do it over and over again. I know I'm harping on here, but it's true. So go out there and practice this visualization and manifest what it is that you truly want, and get over yourself, get over that fear. Because ask yourself, is it my fear or is it somebody else's fear? A few things might be yours, but now you know how to get over it. So I wish you a wonderful weekend, and go out there and do something that you haven't really gotten to do because you are a little bit afraid of it. So enjoy and let me know how it worked out for you. And don't forget to like and share my podcast. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.